Okay, today we talk about the oligopoly models now. So oligopoly models are very important. Oligopoly is a market structure where more than one seller is there. If it is only two, that's a duopoly pattern. Okay, the sellers are more than monopoly in general, less than monopolistic competition. Product differentiation is there. Okay, so there are some complications, there are some betterments. The best price and the quantity for oligopoly depends on what every other firm. So this is a farm sees other farm, and it's a more dependent structure than an independent structure. So independency factor is less. Now this collusion or competition. What is this collusion and competition? So collusive oligopoly is they are selling together. Okay, they're selling the things together. So oligopolistic firm considers the quantity to produce at that price. Now working with other firms with the help of holding down the industry output, changing the higher prices, and these are all the cases of the collusion. So collusive oligopoly, when firms work together to reduce the output and keep the prices high, so they can reduce the, there is one thing I have not mentioned, so reduce the elasticity of seller as well, sorry, buyer. So the buyer sees everywhere same kind of stuff, he doesn't have it. So this group is formed as cartel. But there is a profit of breaking the cartel, we'll come to that. What collusion look like is this, so as you can see, this is the marginal cost curve and the demand and MR curve structure. And they produce together MC equal to MR for sure, okay. But remember that not price is greater than MC, that is equal to MR. So price is greater than the marginal revenue at well, so maximize industry profit just like the actual monopoly would do. Okay, now everyone wants to be a monopolist at the end of the day, right? So how to differentiate between collusive oligopoly and the cartel formation? This is very important. Okay, they look like they're same, but they are not. Remember that farm to collude, since collusion is anti-competitive behavior and this is a violation. It's also in India as well. Okay, so and the problem of enforcement finding the hard evidence of the collusion. Cartels are very okay, like two of the farms are producing, so they don't have any structuralization problem. So this competition plays a very important role, as I was saying. So this is the collusion. Now they are cutting to the competition. So they are now changing the entire pattern, and fiercely there's a competition they're creating. As a result of that, elasticity of the buyer will rise a little bit. For example, two companies agrees that after 10th of this month they will sell everything at 100 rupees, both the products. But one of them says, okay, thinks that I will put it at 90, although they agrees on a cartel, and the other puts it at 80. So as a result of that, consumer would have got it at 100. Now the consumer is getting the benefit, but not the producers. So this is the problem of not having this systemized structure in the case every time. Okay, now what is this trade-offs of imperfect competition? So oligopoly is the second most common market structure, obviously after monopolistic competition, and oligopolies can result from what is there. So the advantages are relatively higher, but lower average cost is very important. Okay, and remember that these markets are output is price is greater than the marginal cost, as I have done it before as well. So P greater than MC is maintained. That's a very important situation. Okay, now game theory plays an important role. That, for example, there we can talk about the prisoner's dilemma very soon. So that no, if I do my work keeping the other thing in mind, that is the game. Okay, so it's just like I'm playing cards. So he has given some kind of a card, so I need to think and guess that what cards he has, and accordingly the other part, and then who plays it for, so he can do it. So here there is a first mover advantage also, and there is a last mover advantage as well. So you can start the game, you can create the game, or you can just win the game, but depending on what kind of cards you have. Now the prisoner's dilemma is very important. Remain silent. The two prisoners are there. So let me just write it in an easier way. 2 minus 2 minus. These are all minus. Okay, minus 8 minus 1 minus 1 comma minus 8 minus 5 comma minus 5. These are all going for imprisonment years. So here the lowest value will be the profitable situation, isn't it? So this is the most profitable situation if they both are silent. But if any one of them confesses, okay, So if the person who confesses, he gets for a longer time. So both of them decides to go for it. So let's confess for this time, and they ends up at this because they both of them don't confess. So this is a better situation, but they don't understand, and there is a trust issue. So breaking of cartel. Just like in the other case I have shown you that they are selling at a different price, and so the consumer is getting the benefit out of it. Okay, so this is very important in this structure. So story behind the business dilemma I already explained. Okay, the oligopoly version of this thing is of the prisoner's dilemma. So these are now, this time it's a profit plus 1000 plus 1000, and this is 200 and 1200. This is 1500, 1500 and 200 and 400. So many of the cases it's been seen that they settle down to a lower profit. It's a duopolistic structure. We can also see it in a triple structure as well. So where three farms are options for every farm. In that case also we will be doing it very soon. Okay. Now is review as we have seen that. So some examples of the monopolies, and these are we have given, and we will do a roundup from now. Let's go for the slides over here. So collusion and competition, I told you here. So in general, collusive oligopoly is a structurized structure, and more competition gets you to a better situation, but sometimes it's problematic as well depending on the situation, and you lose a little bit of elasticity. So with respect to model, I will be going like different kind of theoretical formations are there. King demand curve model is also there. And this is the biggest improvement on a prisoner's dilemma. In the next video, I will be explaining on the game theory. Thank you.